speaking of your 60th birthday
Yes.
coming up, you'll be accepting the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award on September 13th, your birthday.
Yeah.
What does an amazing honor like that mean to you?
Yeah. Frankly, I'm still trying to find the words. It's especially meaningful now knowing that President Biden is leaving office at the end of this first and final term. But to be receiving the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, what I've tried to do over the course of my career, specifically my humanitarian work, obviously I'm humbled by it. I am just deeply appreciative that the honor will be presented, as you said, on September 13th, my 60th birthday. That is obviously meaningful for me and for my family. I live in LA, obviously. My family is back in the Midwest in Indiana, where I grew up. And with my 9 brothers and sisters and mom and dad, over the course of my being in LA for 30 plus years, they've all come to visit me, of course, at various times. But the only time that my entire family came out at one time to be with me was when I received my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. My entire family came out. And that was like the most special 3 days of my life. My entire family, all my siblings, my mom and dad, everybody came out to be with me for that very special occasion. And this is such a high honor, the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, that all of my family, once again, will be coming out to LA for this event on my birthday, September 13th, as I turn 60 to receive this honor. So more than anything else, I must honestly tell you, I'm grateful for the acknowledgement, but I'm just excited about my family coming out and to be there with me. As you know, because you and I talked offline, and I appreciate your condolences, I lost my father a few months ago. My father's the first person in my immediate family to make his transition. And that's been hard on me and my entire family. My father was an amazing man. My father worked multiple jobs to take care of 10 kids, 5 of whom he did not birth. And then my grandmother, Big Mama, came to live with us. So there were 13 of us living in a trailer. And if I could ever just be half the man that my father was, I would take that. And so I'm saddened that my father won't be with us for this occasion on the 13th. But I think he'll be smiling. And I have always tried to live a life that would honor my mother and my father. And I hope even posthumously, my father is still being honored on the occasion of this honor. My mom, of course, will be there to celebrate with me. So I'm excited about my family coming out, but I have tried to engage a work and a witness doing work that's meaningful to my community, and that anybody would take time to celebrate that, to honor that, particularly on the humanitarian front, with the work I've tried to do on poverty, the work I've tried to do with young people, the work we're doing now on climate justice. I've tried to do some work, I think, that I hope, at least, is making a dent, making some difference. And so to be honored in this way with the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award means a great deal to me. I don't know how I'm going to process it on the night of the actual occasion, but right now I'm still being cool about it. I may completely fall apart that night. You'll be there, so you let me know. I hope you'll be there, so you let me know how I do that night.
No, I'll definitely be there. I wouldn't miss it. I'm looking forward to it. You know, Tavis, I marvel every time we speak because I love to see folks from humble beginnings. I mean, we speaking about America through this whole conversation, but to achieve that American dream, I mean, you just mentioned in passing, you got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That is incredible. You're not a singer. You're not an actor. You are, as you said, who you are. And to be recognized in that city where you live and that star being placed, and now to have your family come out to see you on another incredible occasion, get this Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. I can tell you, just sitting here as your friend, as a fellow Black man, I am so proud of you, brother, for all the work that you've done over the years and for all that you continue to do. I say this with all sincerity. I'm proud of you, and I know I speak for so many others. I love what you're doing with the radio station KBLA. I love how over the last 4 years? How many?
3 years now. 3 years. Yeah.
It's 3 years. You're now syndicated on what? 40 other stations? Your
Yep.
talk show?
Yep.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I promised myself today when I showed up that I was not going to shed a tear, because last time you had me up in here giving up all kind of water. And so I'm sitting here now fighting these tears again because I said I wouldn't do it. But I am grateful. I am, see, here we go. I told you I wasn't going to do this, man. I am deeply grateful for all of the opportunities that have come my way. I'm grateful to my community for loving me, for supporting me, even in the dark and difficult periods when they didn't understand me or disagree with me. I am only here because of the love of Black people. And you better believe and better know I understand that. I'm grateful for all the stages and platforms that God has blessed me to have in broader spaces, NPR, PBS, ABC, CNN. I've been blessed to work a lot of places and do, hopefully, work that makes my community proud. But at the end of the day, I am very, very clear about why I do what I do, for whom I do what I do. As I said to you before in one of our conversations, for me, it's about what I call the 3 F's: faith, family, and friends. So I am first and foremost grateful to God for just imbuing me with whatever skill set I have to try to leave the world better than when I found it. Obviously, I mentioned my family a moment ago, how much I love my family, and I'm grateful for all the friends who will be with me on September 13th to celebrate this Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. That means, again, the world to me. But at the end of the day, we are sent here. We are allowed to come here for a particular purpose. And I hope that I am living in my purpose. I've said many times that God grants and gives each of us gifts. And for each of the gifts that God gives us, there is a corresponding need. There's no reason for God to gift you in these particular and peculiar and unique ways if there's no need for that gift. So each of us is gifted, but there's a need for your gift. And when your gift connects with its need, you're living a life of purpose. And I feel very grateful that I have been able to use the gifts that God has given me and to apply them to the needs of my people and to feel like I'm living a life of purpose. So I say all the time that gratitude is the gateway to greatness. I believe that gratitude is the gateway to greatness. So I just try to live in a space of gratitude every single day. And when you have been through the things I've been through, when you've been to hell and back, then every day is more precious than before. And every day you get yourself up and you recommit yourself to doing the best for your people. And I think I said to you before, I'm turning 60. I hope I got more years left in front of me. I got a lot more work I want to do. But when that time comes, because none of us gets out of here alive, when that time comes, if all they put on my tombstone is that he loved his people, I'd be okay with that. He loved his people. Because for me, that's what it's all about, trying to love and serve all of humanity. But that unapologetically starts for me with my own people. And that's my story, man.
No, well said, brother. Well said. Well said. That's one of those drop the mic moments.